Hello. I suck at this already. Okay, so because I'm in Facebook jail, for posting nude or pornographic pictures or something like that, I'm trying to get my base up on my fan page and my Instagram and my Twitter, which is, the reason why I have on no makeup is I posted to my fan page that if you ask me a question, I will answer it. And one of the questions that I got was, what do I look like with no makeup? So instead of posting a picture, I figured it would be a lot more G of me to just post a video of me like this, because to be honest, I don't care. So Pierre Desbond, please excuse my terrible southern accent while trying to pronounce your name. This is me with no makeup. This is my hair all up in a bun, and I'm chilling on my floor. And this is about as natural as it gets. I've been snowed in southern Oklahoma for like 3 days. I'm out of pot. I can't leave my driveway. It's terrible. It's amazing. I have on makeup now. Let's hope that I make this funny. Will Porter asked me, who sings like Jesus, you should go follow him or look him up and stuff, he's awesome, asked me what the most fun was that I ever had at a shoot. This is a really difficult question to ask because shoots are fun. I mean, limited intelligence is required to conduct a photo shoot. You really just need a camera. And in turn, that's how we end up with guys with cameras, which are people that have no eye for art at all and just walk around snapping a picture of naked women, and it's cool. But that's a completely different subject. But regardless of who I'm working with, photo shoots are always fun. It normally involves a lot of drinking. A lot of times there's other models there, which are normally the only girlfriends I have, or the ones that model. I narrowed it down to a few instances, which are there's a abandoned parking garage in the middle of downtown Dallas, like right in the middle of downtown Dallas, and Anthony Reinhardt took me there first, and the cops were actually, we're on the 3rd floor, like the top of the parking garage, and the cops were like actually like had someone pulled over on the road below the whole time, and I was completely 100% nude, like in my birthday suit, chilling. You know, I wear clothes because other people will get offended, not because I'm modest, but I will admit it was pretty hilarious being just completely naked, like 30 feet from this cop. Granted, it was up in the air, but I don't want to register as a sex offender, so it's pretty liberating. It was pretty fun, but anyway, I guess the little Dallas security guards like drive around in their little golf carts all night, saw us leaving the parking garage, and Jason Frost, I shot with him. I did 2 shoots in one day or one night, and Jason Frost kept telling me, he was like, I have this awesome spot that no one knows about. I have to show you. So I meet him back in Deep Ellum by the studio, and we follow Jason, and come to find out, he takes us back to the exact same freaking spot we were just at, like this abandoned parking garage. And the security guards had seen us leaving, so they met us up there. And they didn't really care about my topless photos at all. You know, Jason showed him his credentials, and it was actually a lot of fun, because then we got to go adventuring through said parking garage, and we had security upstairs that the only concern they had was if a hobo tries to mug us, we had to scream so that they could come get us, because apparently all these homeless people live in this parking garage, which is true. There were like suitcases and all kinds of stuff down there. If you're from a small town like me, I'm sure you're not used to hobos being aggressive, but in Dallas, they are. I'm sure it's like that in any large city, but they will bust out your windows. They will mug you. It will happen. They're not just nice people that have found their way, you know, in a bad situation. I just thought it was funny that here I am running around topless and the security was more concerned with like me being mugged by homeless people than me running around naked. Another fun one that I got to do was for the Texoma Fight Academy, which, by the way, A+ for you guys for opening up something active in the community around here. Even though it is an MMA gym, some people may not understand that. At least something that gets people off their ass and away from McDonald's. Let's go you. But that day, literally my job was to stand there in pink boxing gloves, and I had like 10, 15 big sweaty dudes lined up because they've been like beating the crap out of each other all day to take pictures with me. Like just a conveyor belt of like sexy, sweaty, shirtless men. I could have had worse days, I think. I felt like I was in Sparta. Like I kept waiting for them to be like, this is Sparta. Like it would have been great. It would have been awesome. Another fun shoot that I had was the first time I ever shot with Eric Epperly. Shot 30. Happened about every 5 minutes. I think all we had was Parrot Bay, which is terrible, but I'm pretty sure we killed about a half gallon of that. I was in heels, and I had to, like, hold onto the railing. Like, I went out to eat with my boyfriend at the time at Applebee's afterwards, and we were walking down to the bar. Granted, I'm, like, 19 at this point. I have a fake ID. And we're going down to the bar area, and I'm having to, like, hold onto the railing in heels to keep from, like, plummeting downward. And my godmother's co-workers, who was a teacher when I was in elementary school, who I hadn't seen in years, decided that she was going to walk up and start talking to me, and she happened to know also my boyfriend at the time. Start a full-blown conversation right as the waitress brings me my margarita. It was a pretty awkward situation. Like, hello, Mrs. McKenzie. I haven't seen you in forever, and I'm smothered in tattoos and shit-faced underage in public. How are you? Luckily, she didn't say anything to the waitress that I should not be old enough to drink that. Shooting with MDH photography was really fun, but that's because he kept telling me that a surprise for me this whole time, and to be honest, most photographers that I work with, I'm scared that you're a creep. If I've never met you before, that is the first thing going through my head is, are you a huge creep? So when he said he had this surprise for me, I honestly thought he was going to like open the door with like his dick in a box or like something really fucking weird like that. Like, oh, hey, I'm in a trench coat. Just kidding. There's nothing under it, you know, or like his surprise for me was going to be getting tied to the bed and tortured to death. Something weird, but it actually turned out to be Shayla. And we got some good photos out of that set, but most of them were candids because it ended up being just Shayla and I getting drunk. We topped my list off. Would have to be with Bill Richards and Chuck Majors with the model Friday fun shoots they do. It was me and myself and 3 other models, and we got completely schwasty faced. And Bill's a bartender, so you walk into the studio, which is just like this giant like warehouse. It's like just full of props and awesome shit that you might need to take pictures with, maybe. And they have like a whole dressing room, and in the dressing room is like a counter and a fridge, which is completely full of liquor. Like nothing else is in this fridge except mixers, beer, and liquor, because that's the way Bill does it. And we just got so any shoot with them is just like an open bar. So we got completely shit-faced. There ended up being the Oki Studios picture of all of us girls in the bathtub. One of us has a stuffed sheep. One has a loaded gun. I don't know. It turned out really fun. We actually burned a bra that day. Like, we actually got so drunk and so riled up, and oh my god, we're naked women running around. Feminists would be so proud that we set a bra on fire. I sacrificed a bra. We took pictures of me literally setting a bra on fire. And so that's really all I have to say about this one. Yes, that is my bedroom window. You do know what it looks like now. Please don't try to break in my house and steal my panties. I will sell them to you. Follow me. Stalk me. Twitter and Instagram are Raven Fuck Yeah. That is with a PH. So it's not a bad word because it's PH. And Facebook.com/official Stephanie Ward. Message me your question.